Yeah, I said that I would post a video today because a lot of you had questions about, I guess, my background and my relationships with some people. Um, well, just to start off, Lacey, who I call her Lace sometimes, she's my cousin, and she goes to school in New York City. She's in law school at the minute at NYU, and she's great, and we are pretty close. We sort of grew up pretty close, but obviously university, you go away, and yeah, we haven't been in touch as well as maybe I'd like, but we put together like our YouTube channels to like respond to each other back and forth, but Lacey ended up like she doesn't have nearly as much free time as I do, so it's pretty much just been me. So Lacey, if you're looking at this, that's not good. You need to post some stuff. Let's see what else. Mary, I know from. Well, I used to live in Belfast when I was a kid. I think I said that before on an earlier vlog, but from maybe 7 to 9, almost 10, I lived in Belfast with my family, so I know Mary from back then. We were in school together, and she was my best mate when I lived here, and so we stayed in touch, as you do, and yeah, that's how I know Mary. When we were growing up, like, my parents absolutely loved her because we didn't really spend that much time over at her place. Her family's a bit chaotic sometimes, and like her sisters would, like she has a bunch of sisters, and they would kind of come home at different times, then move out again, and then come back, and then move out again. And she was kind of the quiet, good one, and she was much better behaved than me when we were kids too. So my parents loved her. She was like a great influence on me. And she's super creative, and she's always been like a reader and a writer, and she's so smart, and yeah, she's amazing. Yeah, so that's how I know Mary. And someone asked what the deal is with Ty. And to be honest, I don't know the story there. I know that she was Mary's little sister, and that she died when Mary was quite young. I don't know any of the details around that, and I've never asked, and I don't really think it's my place to ask that. So yeah, so I don't really know about Ty. What else? David. Well, David was my first love, my only love, really. We met at university. He's not a scientist now, but we were studying astronomy together, and he's since left that sort of field of study and gone on to do very different things. But at the time, we were totally in love, and second year of university, he asked me to marry him, and so we were engaged. And university's 4 years in Canada, so we were engaged until the 4th year, and I guess, well, I mean, you know, if you've seen any of the earlier videos, that my dad died when I was young. He committed suicide, and I was 10 when that happened, so I don't really, like, I guess you can't really process things like that when you're that age, I guess, I'm trying to say, and like, I didn't really process it until I was at university, maybe like around the third year, and then definitely in the fourth year, I just started thinking about it all the time and trying to get my mom to talk to me about it, and she wouldn't. In terms of, I mean, not like she wouldn't talk to me, but it was really painful for her as well. And I just wanted to know, like, why my dad committed suicide, and like what happened to their marriage, and like all of these questions that were probably really uncomfortable for her to talk to me about, especially because I know that she's never really recovered from it completely. So I started to just get really down and really low, and I think my MO is to sort of bury myself in the books when that happens, and it didn't work that time. So I just got kind of lower and lower, and I ended up sort of screwing things up, or completely actually screwing things up with David in the last year of university. And I had my reasons for coming to Belfast, and my dad definitely had a lot to do with it. I needed to find some things out and sort of do some soul searching of my own. But also, I mean, I was running away from something as well. Like, it's not like an easy thing to admit that, but like, it is what it is. And I think I was scared of where me and David were headed, and of losing him, and so I kind of just wrecked the whole thing. And of course it was kind of ironic because I was sort of obsessed with my dad's death at the time, and of course he did the same thing. He had like a downward spiral after he got fired from Queens, and totally ruined his relationship with my mom. So yeah. So basically I just decided to come do a PhD here, and David didn't really have a say in that, and we both really loved each other. I don't know where he's at now, geographically or like in any other sense. We haven't talked. He was really devastated when I left, and I mean, I was devastated too, but it was my choice, and that was that. We haven't talked since the day I got on the plane. So it's pretty obvious, like, that, like, how I feel. Like, I'm not trying to be, like, pretend to be tough about it or anything like that. Just, that's it. That's the story. So hopefully that answered some of your questions, and if you have any more, just say, and I'll tell you what I can. Thanks, and yeah.